Hello book lovers, welcome to Uncommon Reader. I'm Daniela. Today I'm taking part in a book tag, and I have to thank my friend Phillip at A Poets Reads to Write for tagging me in this fun tag, because we have to show our favorite 10 book covers that we own. And this book tag was from an idea of Grammaticus books. So I'm going to start showing you a brand new book for me. I just bought it, mainly for the title, but I have to say the cover is just so charming. This is Christmas in Paris. It's a short story by Irene Nemirovsky. It contains actually two short stories. The second is also a carnival in Nice. Of course, Paris, right? If you are not new watching my videos, you know about my passion for Paris, and this is not the last of Paris you'll see in this video. Another passion of mine is the Middle Eastern atmospheres, and one of the authors I cherish is Kader Abdollah. I also recently bought his new book. It's in Italian, so I'll translate it in a bit. I just want to show you this wonderful cover. This little publishing house has this darling format. And the title of this book is called What You're Looking For Is Looking For You. It's actually the story of the poet Rumi, who was born in 1207 in what's now Afghanistan. So I know Rumi is so famous. I mean, if you scroll on Instagram, you often see his quotes, and he's very inspiring poetry. So I am very looking forward to read this book. I don't think this book is available in English at the moment. He writes in Dutch, and I think he has such a close bond with Italy that Iperborea, his publishing house, really runs the moment he publishes a book. And in fact, here's another brilliant cover by Iperborea on another Kader Abdollah book, and this is his translation of Arabian Nights. I just find this painting beautiful and so serene, with all these plants, palms, flowers, and nature, of course. There is another one from Kader Abdollah, sorry, but like, he has just the best covers. This is another of his books that I haven't read yet. So I'm not sure about the title in English, if it exists, but let me show you the cover first. Another beautiful illustration. And there's the back as well. And this would be translated as a Shah at the court of Europe. I'm gonna add the correct English title in case it exists. The next cover, it's from an author I cherish, an Italian author, and this is Bone Mother. And of course it's a mystery. It's from a series I follow. And I just love this autumn vibe, all these beautiful trees with leaves falling, and a little sad as well, because this woman, sitting, well, maybe she's just meditating. I don't want to think she's sad or something, but it is a beautiful cover. Next, the Italian version of The Miniaturist by Jessie Barton. This was also made into a TV series. I didn't read the sequel of this book, although I will eventually, because I was quite intrigued by this sort of a gothic story set in Amsterdam. I remember reading this while I was visiting Amsterdam a couple of years ago in February, and that added even more atmosphere to my reading experience. There's another adorable cover. I think this book in English, it's called The Apothecary by Sarah Penner. But I do love the Italian cover, The Secret of the Herbalist. That's the title that was given to the book in Italian. So pretty. I love it. And this is a very intriguing story, entertaining. I've spoken about this book a few times. It's a really fun story set in two different times. I think the late 1800s and the present time, with this herbalist who's selling poison to women, but only to women that wants to poison men. So there's an explanation for it, but it's quite entertaining. Here's another Italian author, Laura Messina, and she has this beautiful book that's translated in English as well. I am forgetting the title in English, but it might have something to do with like a phone booth, and I'll leave the cover in English so you can look it up. And the cover is fantastic. So this is an illustration by Igor, and throughout the book we are enjoying his beautiful illustrations. I'm gonna show it to you. Foliage. So I read this book from the library, and it wasn't this exquisite version of the book. And when I heard that she had published a new edition of this book with the illustrations of this artist, I believe he's Japanese because she lives in Japan and inspires herself a lot from the Japan culture. I couldn't resist. I had to buy it. But anyway, this is a story about new beginnings in the face of loss. And it's somehow related, inspired by the big tsunami where we lost so many lives in South Asia. Very moving book. So I moved a little because the sun was peeking through and dotting my face. Anyway, I have two more to go. Although I was not so sure about one book, I wanted to substitute it with something else, which I'm going to show you still. So this is Peter Pan, which I showed you in a recent book tag. And I've showed you also the lovely illustrations this book has as well inside. And this is going to be among my December reads. So you will see me talking about this book in January. Oh, pretty, how pretty. So because of the illustrations inside here, I couldn't resist showing it to you. Oh my gosh, this one is fabulous too. Because the cover, I mean, I think this part is taking so much space. It could have been a bit smaller and giving space to this beautiful illustration that we can also admire in the back. Beautiful. The other option that I had, because I'm going to save the best for last, was this incredible biography of James Baldwin. I just love this photo. I just love this photo. This expression means so much. It can mean wonder, it can mean doubt. I just adore James Baldwin just by reading one book of his, but soon enough we'll have a new buddy read with Renee in January, and we'll be reading a book. I'm not gonna tell you what, so I better shut up. I don't want to give information without, having Renee's blessing first. So the last book that for me is just like opens my heart when I see it, it's this one, Paris. Oops, sorry. So this book is a guide to Paris, but most of all, it's a beautiful occasion to showcase the beautiful spots in Paris. I mean, it's full of beautiful photographs. Let me show you just a few. I'm so clumsy, sorry. This book is quite heavy as well. So it goes through different areas in Paris. And so you have, oh, look, the cemetery, Père Lachaise, where Oscar Wilde is buried, and Chopin, the musician, the beautiful garden house, greenhouse. I'm not sure how you call those. But oh, the beautiful balconies. This is one of the most famous hotels in Paris. I forget the name, and I don't have my glasses on that I can read it. I think this is, this is the Alexander III Bridge. Look at this beauty. They don't do things like these anymore. Such a pity. Another beautiful. So it's filled with magic places. I know I'm trying to look for her. Le Tour Eiffel, beautiful. I just get warm in my heart when I see whatever relates to Paris. But it's also about the little things like the bistros, the cafes, the little shops, flowers, pastries as well. So here you go. These were my eye candy book cover top 10. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna tag a few friends in the info box. Thank you again, Phil, for tagging me, and I look forward to see you back here on Uncommon Reader very soon. Bye for now. Ciao.